All right, welcome. I'm Linus Wilson. We are going to talk about the first looks that we have of Joey Batey as Jaskier with Geralt of Rivia in the Geralt featurette. So we're going to break down the featurette. First thing we're going to do is we're going to show you the featurette.
Tell me, Witcher. You don't believe in destiny? Or the lesser evil? What do you believe in?
What is a Witcher? White hair, big old loner, few very, very scary looking swords. I know who you are. A Witcher is...
Oh, yeah. It's love at first sight.
And then trade in particular.
Oh, yep, some kikimore fighting.
The Butcher of Blavikin! You are almost
Butcher of Blavikin there.
By every species on the continent.
Oh yeah, that looks like Toruvial beating up Geralt.
But Geralt himself, despite the stony exterior, is actually quite good. But very capable of doing bad things. Geralt is simply a white knight. He isn't simply a harsh monster hunter. He's an incredible blend of the two. The rumors about witches are that they don't have emotions.
You take no prisoners. It's only you.
And that is perpetuated by them.
Sometimes there's monsters.
Or Jaskier.
Sometimes there's money. Rarely
One of the dragon.
When they're created, they undergo alchemical trials, which is a combination of elixirs and magic, which have very aggressive effects on their bodies. This allows them to take various potions. These potions enhance them in various and different ways. The signs that witches cast, they are basic magic, but very, very effective. You often see this very dry humor come through, which is one of the more charming aspects of Geralt.
You smell of death and destiny. It's on your left.
More Joey Batey action.
Destiny is one of the major themes, which is a force
Maybe
which
that's
is
the Blue
controlling him
Mountains.
and indeed the world around him.
Maybe this is Brooklyn here.
Aggravates destiny. He doesn't believe in it, but it turns out there may be a little more to it. The Geralt's greatest strength is his capacity to still love, despite having been treated incredibly harshly. Despite what he says, he still believes in the goodness of people. And you couple that with incredible sword skills, speed, agility, and
So everybody's got to see the kikimore.
then you have an interesting character.
Cool. Okay, so as I said before, this is our first look of Jaskier. In all these trailers, we haven't seen him. He's going to feature prominently, at least in 2 episodes. We think in episode 2, 4 marks. That's where we saw Geralt being beat up by the elf Toruvial, the she-elf. They're going to be in the Blue Mountains there, and they're going to be hunting the Sylvan Torquay, and it all goes wrong. And I think that's where they meet. So I think that pub scene is probably that. Everybody's seen the kikimore in the swamp there. That's going to happen the first episode. The lesser evil episode. I don't know. I don't have the episode title, but it's based on the lesser evil short story. And we know the most about Geralt's story because Geralt's story is what is most featured in the books, and a lot of the Ciri story and the Yen story it has very small basis in the books. But I think when I see him in the forest there, I think that makes me think it's more likely in episode 7 that we're going to see him in Brooklyn meeting Ciri, which makes sense because they also kind of had they had an exchange with him and Mousak, who's Ermion in the games, the druid who is one of the people that helps educate and take care of Ciri and Sintra. I thought of this trailer just in general. It's very much in the the language that a gamer would really understand. It's not really much into the story, but we really understand kind of the superhero aspects of Geralt, like the alchemy, the signs, the swordplay, the fact that he's a scorned Witcher. That's something that you can't miss by playing Witcher 3. I find it's interesting that, the gamer, Henry Cavill's, his trailer emphasizes that maybe even more than the character elements. Of course, there are some character elements in there. We should get Geralt's backstory. There's rumors that we'll get to see young Geralt, and we'll also get to see Geralt's mother. You do get to meet Geralt's mother in the books, but maybe you also get to meet his father, which is something that doesn't show up in the books. So, sorry we lost the media. See if we can get it to keep on going. All right, and I like this trailer a lot. I think I like the Yen and Siri one even more. We have a reaction to the Yen one. We'll get one to the Siri. But I think it's a good introduction, especially to people that are new to this. A lot of people watching this video, this won't be new, but it'll feel like familiar ground and it'll look really cool. And, Geralt and Jaskier, they're a true bromance. They're a bromance in the books, and they look like a bromance in the shows. It's nice to see Joey Batey there. Hopefully see a lot of Joey Batey. Like I say, I think he's going to have a big role in episode 2 and 6, the rare species, and he might also show up in 8, which is about the short story. It's called Much More, I think, in the show, but it's something more in the show, but it's much more in the show, but it's something more in the books, and that is a short story where he does show up. It's kind of I think they're going to deviate from that short story a bit. That they have shown what it looks like Geralt fighting in Sintra in some earlier trailers, and so but maybe he will meet up with Jaskier. So that's the Polish name for dandelion. I think the Polish translation of Jaskier is buttercup, and they just thought that dandelion, I guess, was kind of too too weird a name. The kind of the roots of dandelion in the show is kind of in the books is kind of interesting. Like if you listen to the first, I think, audiobook, they call him dandelion, and then they changed it to dandelion, even though it's written dandelion. It's a translation. I don't know why they chose dandelion versus buttercup, but he's really introduced. I mean, maybe it's because of the Last Wish. He's also so Jaskier is going to be important in 2, 5, because 5 is Bottled Appetites. That's going to be the Last Wish short story, and he's also important in Rare Species, and he's probably going to show up right before around the sack of Sintra, and so the timing's a little different. In the books, Geralt is an invalid during the sack of Sintra, and he wants to go after the sack of Sintra and decides against it, but I think he's going to get into the sack of Sintra in the show, so a slight deviation from there. Oh well, it's an adaptation, but it looks like a good one. I'm excited about it. We're going to have Witcher Netflix videos. We're going to do reactions to all the episodes once they drop on December 20th. We're going to have a big drop party on the 19th. Subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. We also have tips and tricks. I've read all the books, played all the games, and so excited about December 20th. All 8 episodes. So stay here, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. I'm Linus Wilson. Bye-bye.